Alright guys, what's going on? So today we're taking a look at the Rossmont Riser RX. This is the RX 1850. It is a multi-use freshwater and saltwater return pump. It offers AC controllability, has extreme performance, and is super quiet, which this is the exact same return pump that they use on the SX250, which we took a look at a couple of weeks ago. Let's look at some of the features on this return pump. So it has quiet operation, has outlet rotation, which we put to work with the SX250. I actually took the outlet feed and maneuvered it so it was set up a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to me at the time, which was very easy to do. All it took was a screwdriver and a couple of minutes. So that is very easy, and it's not a feature that you get with a lot of return pumps, so that's very important. Also has a long life ceramic system, so the internals of the pump are going to last a very long time. Is able to be used both in wet and dry applications, is energy efficient, has a stable flow rate for an AC pump, which is very important, and has a long cable which is upwards of 6 feet long and can be used in both marine and freshwater aquariums. So as far as the dimensions on this pump, you have 5.6 inches in length, 4 inches in width, and it is 7 inches in height. So very small profile little pump from Rossmont, which I am very interested in taking a look at some of the features on this guy and seeing how well designed the Riser RX is. AC controllable, always a good thing. Definitely becoming a little bit more frequent nowadays, and I'm gonna have to get my knife and open this guy up. I appreciate a very nice box, and this is definitely a very well designed box. Alright, so we got a mounting the dual cone feet illustration for us, some warranty slash feedback, and then we have what I believe is the user's manual. So we have the user's manual for the Riser. Then we have a little promotion book about all the different items that are coming out from Rossmont. Then you got a nicely done box. So we'll start off. I feel like I'm ruining it. Alright. Generous amount of cord, we talked about that. You got the 6 feet of cord, has a good amount of weight to that return pump, and then you got your connection all the way around that. Very interesting, if you guys can see that foot system. And the whole idea behind it really is to make sure that it is in fact minimizing the vibration. So they give you 2 plates, which one actually attaches to the pump itself, and then one base connects to the other base and acts as a form of vibration absorption between the feet that are going to connect to it. Actually, let's look at our guide first before we jump into that. Make sure we do it correctly. So they put these nipples, I guess is what we can call them, on here so you have the ability to actually, and I put it upside down. That's great. We're going to take this, pull it through. We're going to do each one of these and then we'll be right back. We have the absorption feet pulled through. Offers a lot of support, really. Very impressed with that. And then the directions call for you to basically cut off halfway point on these rubber feet. So basically they leave that there so that you can have the ability to pull it through and be able to put it together. And then after that, it's not necessary to have it there anymore, and so just basically cut them off. I probably will leave that side alone. That's not going to bother nothing unless somehow it interferes with the return pump. But let's go ahead and chop these guys off. Let's make sure they're on there, which they should be. They're sitting the way that they should, and it's quite a bit of shock absorbing stuff going on there. Alright, stop playing. This isn't a game. I wouldn't worry too much about being exactly perfect. It's kind of a little out on its own, really. So we got all the little tabs off. Now we're ready for clipping on the return pump. Look at that. That's crazy. Wow, is that crazy? That is very cool. Now we mentioned that this is a AC controllable return pump, and all we have here is a plug, and that is due to the fact that any of the AC controllable devices from Rossmont need a second device called the waiver. And what the waiver does essentially is it unlocks the controllability of the Riser RX as well as the Skimmer SX250. Both of those items are AC controllable, and with the waiver controller, essentially you unlock that ability to control the devices on a whole nother level. Alright, so as far as the Riser RX, this is the 1850. There are a number of different models, and we'll go over each one of the RXs, basically the different models and different output capacities and power consumption. So the step down from this, the little brother, is the 1400. The 1400 does just that, 1400 gallons per hour, has a max head of 8.5 feet, and uses a total of 75 watts. So as far as the RX 1850, you get just that. You get 1,850 gallons per hour. Now in comparison to the 1400, you get a huge bump in max head, which is 13 feet. Essentially, for folks that don't know what that means, it's the pump's ability to shoot water straight up. So 13 feet. Now for a lot of people, that's going to be plenty of return pump. And as far as power consumption goes on this, you got 85 watts per hour. And the big brother to the 1850 is the RX 2300. Now the RX 2300 is going to have a flow rate of 2,300 gallons per hour, has a max head of 15 feet, and uses a total of 115 watts per hour. Now, one interesting thing about all the models, the 1400, 1800, and the 2300, they all use the same exact body, which to me is very interesting, and really kind of, you know, based on what your requirements as far as flow go with your reef tank is really going to dictate which model you would go with. As far as the features on this guy, I really like this base. I think it's a really well thought out. It's probably one of the most shock absorbing, vibration absorbing, noise reducing bases I've ever seen on a return pump, and I think it's going to give the Riser RX a huge leg above the competition from a quiet standpoint. Alright folks, that's going to do it for our look at the Riser RX return pump. Now this is a return pump that's going to do a number of different things for many reef hobbyists and freshwater hobbyists alike. If you're in the market for a return pump and looking for a well-designed, well-thought-out, quiet return pump, definitely take a look at the Riser RX line available at Premium Aquatics. And if you want to do some more research on this return pump and much more, check out the link below, which will bring you to Premium Aquatics, where you can do some more research or even pick up a Rossmont Riser RX.